And we back. The Washington Wizards desperately need my help. For this next part, Wizards fans, close your ears, close your eyes. Come back in like 30 seconds. Because these boys have not made it out of the second round since 1979. 1979! Here are a list of things that happened in 1979. Sony released the first Walkman. Some of y'all too young, but this thing, the thing before the CD player and before an iPad or an iPod or... That's how long it's been. In 1979, ESPN launched. That's how long it's been. ESPN didn't exist. Lastly, it was the year that Joe Montana was drafted into the NFL. That's how long it's been since the Wizards have made it out of the second round. But don't worry, Kenny is here to help out. The pool party, we here for it. Kuzma signed an extension. You got Bilal Coulibaly, who we gonna try to turn into the next Giannis. We got a lot to work with. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's get into it. So this is what our team looks like. It is DeLon Wright. First of all, that jersey, this is one of my favorite jerseys in the history of ball. I will say it again. I know it's so simplistic and it's not nothing super crazy, but one of my favorite jerseys ever. Landry Shamet, Kuzma, Denny Abdia. Ooh, Jordan Poole is not a six man on this bad team. Jordan Poole is the reason we gonna sell a couple tickets this season. You know what I'm saying? We need Jordan Poole to low-key be getting like 35 minutes per game. We need him to average 25. We need the fans to be interested in his progression. We definitely got to get Bilal Coulibaly into the rotation because we drafted him 7th overall this season. We also need to get into the swing of things. Johnny Davis, like the people that we've used lottery picks on, we need them to play. At the end of the day, they need to play. We got to figure out if they're good, if they're a part of the future. Are they going to be here when we finally raise the Larry O'Brien trophy? Because this video does not end until we complete the inevitable, which is winning the championship. You know, so Wizards fans, this is a year of rebuilding. I would say. I even want to do a trade right off rip because a guy like Gallinari. Oh hey. Welcome to a rebuilding video. What I was saying was a guy like Gallinari deserves at 35 years old to be on the team that he can compete for a playoff spot at the minimum. And he might be good enough to maybe get a second round pick or something. I don't know. Give us Furkan Korkmaz in this next second rounder. Okay. So he is going to Philly to shoot the ball. So that's cool. When I look at this roster, what I'm considering to be safe for this video right now is going to be Bilal. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing bro's name right this whole video. Bilal for sure. I want to see what Denny turns into, even though I know he's going to want an exorbitant amount of money. Is that a word? I don't know. I'm going to say Jordan Poole is safe right now. We'll see what he turns into at 24 years old. Kuzma, who just signed an extension, probably won't be here when we raise Larry O'Brien. And everybody else can potentially go. I want to see what Johnny Davis can turn into. I want to see what Bilal can turn into. And because of that, because we already got young players on the roster and stuff, one thing I should do is go over to player mentorship, a thing that they have to tell me about. Like DeLon Wright mentoring Jordan Poole, we here for that. But dang, he might have to mentor everybody because nobody else on the team really got badges, bro. Actually, we're going to have Kuzma mentor him. You know, is that good? Yeah, Kuzma give him slithery finisher, going to specialist, and fearless finisher, I guess. If we want to, we can go into free agency and get an old dude that got badges. Like go sign Iggy and have Iggy be the mentor of Bilal. Oh, have Iggy be the mentor of Bilal. Hey, listen, Iggy, you almost 40. You ain't even got to play a single second for us. We'll give you a contract. Just teach our young guy how to be a good NBA player. Does that sound good? Oh, we gotta release somebody. Ooh, who gets cut for Iggy? Who won't even play? Let's work on Korkmaz. I'm sorry, brother. Good luck in your future endeavors. But you are not a part of this team, really. What a great time. I did look at John Wall. Yes, I did. We didn't have the money. John Wall wants a little bit of bag. He's used to getting paid. What can I say? Clamps, off ball, pass, fast feet. Those are bad. No, actually, forget fast feet. Challenger. Those are badges we need for Bilal. Cool. I'm going to simulate we're going to be bad. So I decided to load up on PlayStation because Click has said that the speed was faster. It's just as bad. It's maybe even worse, bro. It's been like 15 minutes and we're just at the trade deadline-ish. I stopped it early. Like, I'm not even at the trade deadline. Either way, I do want to make some moves, though. We are really bad, and we got a few players on one-year deals. Those players being Tyus Jones, who can be can provide some worth. Why would his assist numbers be this bad? Okay, it's just not tight. This is not Tyus Jones. His numbers have been very consistent throughout his career, but I guess not anymore. And then DeLon Wright is also on a one-year deal, and Denny's on the rookie scale. So yeah, we want to move both of those dudes low-key because neither of them hold value on this team further than being trade pieces. So let me figure out a team that's buying that could use a point guard, start and back up. I don't know. the Cavs are, but they have Ricky Rubio, who's about the same overall. Here's another buying team. They got Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose. They feel fine. A backup point guard to Denver could be interesting. They could definitely use one, so that's on the back of my mind. They'll defend the champions out of 8 seed. They need some juice. Mavericks will give us a lottery-protected pick and an expiring contract. We'll take a lottery-protected pick for Tyus Jones, who his efficiency was good, but again, he wasn't passing like he normally would. It just feels weird, 2K, to have Tyus and not be really high in the assists. Everybody's not worth the first. And Lon Wright is one of those guys that's not worth the first. So we'll get a second for 2026 for the Clippers. Maybe that's the 38th overall pick or something. So now we look like this. They're trying to put Rocco in the lineup. I'm sorry, Rocco. We would much rather have one of the young dudes. I'm going to put Corey Kispert in that lineup as well. And then Iggy should not have played this season. I want to keep it. I want to keep it that way. But I will have it so that we do get some Christian Wood. Bilal, what are you doing so far? Okay, we'll take that. Your production goes up. You're now our official 6th man because we don't have anybody else. And then Johnny Davis is back up there as well. And Rocco, you can get 5 minutes because we just need some more minutes at that 4-5 position. So, okay, this is what our team looks like for the second half of the season. Hopefully it doesn't take 30 minutes to get through the second half. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And immediately Rashawn Holmes breaks his leg. So there's that. I don't know what's going to happen to him this offseason. He ain't got a guaranteed contract. I'm going to make sure Mike Muscala gets some minutes. Even though he's upset right now, we'll give it to Mike Muscala. You know, him getting some minutes will turn all that frown upside down is what they say. He just want to hoop. And I respect that. He just want to hoop. We get Celtics versus Suns in the finals. And the Suns came all the way through the play-in. Tough route for them. And they sweep. So yeah, maybe they had some injuries and that's why they were in the play-in. Regardless, they win the first championship of the video. Average C. Kuzma dropped down to 17. His efficiency was god-awful. Jordan Poole averaged about the same as last year as far as points go. His efficiency stayed pretty consistent, I guess. Bilal is 9-4 and pretty okay. And then Johnny Davis was 6 points per game. So those are the guys we care about. Everything around that, it's not really relevant to us. I sure hope that pick is protected in some way. Because if it isn't, then we did all of that for no reason. Hopefully it is. And it is! Second overall pick, Washington Wizards. Maybe we got to give them that pick next year. Whatever, it don't matter. This year we have the second overall pick behind the Charlotte Hornets. When it comes to coaches, we have no coach, so we could go out there and get a new guy. Taylor Jenkins available. I'm going to offer Taylor Jenkins a contract. And Taylor Jenkins will be the new coach of the Washington Wizards. We'll take that. I did scouting, but I don't remember none of the names, so let's do this on the fly. First pick is Gabe Paxson out of Colorado, and we have 21 offers. We got to at least look. So it's Bobby Portis, it's Zach LaVine, interesting stuff. Good to know. The first overall pick guy is sitting here as well, you know, but I got to at least look at my options. De'Aaron Fox, I got to say in these videos, it's not realistic, but we try to stay away from super unrealistic, and that to me looks like a super unrealistic trade. Let's see what we got here. Second overall projected guy is Perry Payton, 6'5" shooting guard. We got this shooting guard right here, Cecil Griffin, who's younger. He's got Sam Jones. He's going to be Sam Jones. But he's a great three-point shooter, and he's 6'9". I have a thing when it's a guard that's way taller than what the normal guard position is. We actually got a couple decent people that we should be looking into. That guy's got Wally Zerviak, potential all-star. This guy's got John Wall out of Croatia. Hold on, I'm interested. What are your speed? Super athletic, but he can't finish like John Wall. He ain't John Wall. Cecil Griffin is where I'm leaning. I want to go to the mocks. Oh my God, some people had him going first overall. He was supposed to go first, and he fell to 2. All right, I was gonna maybe say maybe I trade down. No. Oh wait, that's an 18-year-old center. Hold on. Oh, he's got Miles Turner. That's his ceiling. All right, so we gonna live with it. We're gonna go Cecil Griffin. Then we can go with the defensive anchor or the two-way interior threat. I like the name of a two-way interior threat. He's a better overall. So Sean Hodges, welcome to the team. We got another second-round pick on top of that. And we can get both. Boom. Unless there's somebody else in here that we didn't scout that looks good. Nope. Let's just go with the guy we did scout, and we know he's a 73. Scout fell in love with the can-do attitude. Yeah. We like that. We like that. Give me the intangibles. So the goal is to bring back Denny. I bet you he wants a lot of money. 21 M's. Yes, that's a lot of money for 13. And, well, 13 points a big jump for Denny, but not $21 million big jump. Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. So we are gonna not say let him go, but we're not gonna offer him that. And if somebody else does, we'll match it. But for the time being, that ain't what we looking at. Backup point guard is a priority, and that's kind of it. All right, here's player progression. So we do see Jordan Poole jump up 3. Okay, Poole. Corey Kispert jumps up 2, which is very interesting. He's now got 14 badges. And with him being 25, this might be his ceiling. I mean, he's one heck of a shooter. We still got Denny. Because I was thinking, like, maybe move Kuz back over to the fold to let Corey Kispert start. I don't know if that's the move. Will we rather prioritize Corey or we rather prioritize Denny? I don't know. Bilal jumps up a couple, so that's fun. Johnny Davis only jumps up 2. Okay, well. The good thing is we got $12 million here and $11 million here. So we can be fake buyers this offseason of $20 million ish. If we want to. We're not even gonna be good enough for that. I know that to be the case. But maybe there's a dude out there on a 3-year deal that won out and we want to just snag, even if he don't help us now, but might help us 2 years down the line. Because you got to think proactive when you watch the Wizards, because we're not gonna sign no big name free agents. We got to get it through the trades and stuff. We got to take chances on people that maybe are willing to leave their current teams. I will start Denny for now, and he's got a lot to prove for us because that $20+ million he's working on or he wants is not something we're interested in at the moment. So he's got to make us interested by having a sensational season. First game of the year is great. We did give Cecil the starting job. I didn't really get to see what he does well. He can shoot. That's great. And he doesn't have a backup position, which is weird. So I'm going to give him a backup position of a small forward, because nobody should have one position unless you're a center. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the only spot where you should only have one position. Okay, so are we going to be good based on that one game? Based on these 2 games? Hold on, Jordan Poole might be ready to say that it's his team. 32 points per game and on 70% shooter. Just do this for 82 games, bro. That's it. I don't want to do it, but I'm selling off Kyle Kuzma for a first-round pick and Chris Middleton. We're going to... Whoa, what did that just say? We're going to route Chris Middleton to a 3rd team because we don't need him. But Kuz, appreciate your services, but it was the time. The team's bad. I would rather you go somewhere else. I mean, we're 8 games under. It ain't like we the worst team in the league. But I would rather you go somewhere else like the Milwaukee Bucks where you could potentially play for something. The Warriors want us to take on the Jeremy Grant contract. You got yourself a deal. You got yourself a deal. I'll do that. I'll take on the contract. It's bad. We know. Everybody knows bad. It's so bad. He's so bad that he won't even start on this team, apparently. Because Denny Abdi is doing that, even though he still can't shoot. It's just a trade asset for later down the line. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was a front-loaded contract. Please have been front-loaded. Nope, it wasn't. Dang. Okay. Moving that contract might be a little bit difficult down the line, but we here for the vibes. And the vibe right now is that our guy Cecil's really good, and that's it. That's the fact. A lot of people are asking about Corey Kispert, and I don't want to trade him. He's 25. I think he might be done progressing. I won't lie to you, but he's such a valuable piece as a guy that can just score. He's a 3-level scorer. Right now, he's averaging 11. I don't want to trade him just yet, even though this is a completely unprotected pick from Indy, and I don't know if Indy's good. They are pretty good. We'll keep him. We'll keep Corey. Corey, we give him one more chance. If you come too valuable, we got to move him. But those trades, just trust me. We do get the Rookie of the Year. Cecil, welcome to Washington, baby. Number 1 selling jersey, number 17. But that's pretty much it. That's the extent of our success this season. We were not very good. And then after I made those trades, I've remembered again that we may not even own our first round pick this year. So we sold to get worse for no particular reason. We gotta hope that it don't end up being worse than what it is. Ha 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 ha. We'll see. Is it top 3 protected, top 5 protected? It's projected to go. Wow, Milwaukee was that bad. I gave them Kyle Kuzma thinking, well, it's the Bucks. They're gonna be all right. They weren't all right. Our pick is projected to be 6. It will be 7. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I thought it was that first overall pick, and I was about to be so mad, but it said that's the Brooklyn Nets, so they should be mad. Okay, well, this ain't a terrible situation to be in. So I'm gonna look at the teams that were struggling last season and see if we can snag. Like the Bucks being this bad is kind of crazy to me. Now I don't have the package to go trade for Giannis. But the Bulls were bad. Zach LaVine, we had him in the video already, so I don't want to go get him. The Brooklyn Nets were bad too. I mean, Mikal is on an expiring deal, but that's an interesting player. They also traded for Pascal Siakam, which is interesting. I'm going to add Mikal Bridges to our want list. You never know. And out west, it was the Pels, who I want to get Brandon Ingram. He is a free agent. Maybe there's a little sign and trade or something opportunity if he decides to go back to the Pelicans. But that's the type of player we're looking for. They were really, really, really bad, which is so surprising. The Spurs are not very good either, but they'll be all right. They'll be all right. I had a pick at the back of the first round. Manny Ramos, welcome to the team, man. Miles Turner, another Miles Turner guy, but he can shoot. He's 7'1" from Puerto Rico. He defends. He rebounds. 2K had him as the 3rd best prospect on the board. Why did he fall to 20th? I'm not going to complain. Ramos, let's see. Yeah, projected on number 8. That's a steal. Oh, my God, that's a steal. Wait, what did I just do? Edit? No. Yeah, get onto the team, man. Wow. I mean, he's a player. He comes, if that overall is right, he comes in better than Daniel Gafford. He comes in better than my starting center. So yeah, that's kind of a dub. Oh, it's not right, but he's still going to play a bunch. I'll tell you that much. He's still going to play a bunch. All right, here we go. We have to see what happens with Brandon Ingram. Where are you at? 0 offers. We got $35 million to mess with. Oh, wait, how did that happen? Am I going to complain? Absolutely not. Shoot, we can't get Brandon Ingram, but $35 million is enough to get Lonzo. $35 million is enough to get Lonzo. No way. Okay, who else is here? Derek White, yikes. Bring Chris Middleton back after trading him. Corey Kispert only won $13 million. That's pretty good. We can bring in Aaron Gordon. That's kind of it. I mean, if we really want to free up some money, we can move Gaff or Jeremy, but Jeremy just feels like an asset that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? No team is traded for $30 million right now. Except for the Bucks say, hey, we'll give you our $30 million or our $20 million for your $30 million. That doesn't make sense. We're going to have to say bye-bye to Denny Abdia. He just wants too much money for his production. I wish him nothing but the best, but he will not be a Washington Wizard after today. I probably should have traded him at the deadline, if I'm being honest with you, while he held value. I fumbled. Yeah, I fumbled. Who cares? Can I help Karl Anthony Towns get back to being one of the top centers in the league? He had a good season shooting-wise. He only averaged 20, but like 40% from 3 is crazy for a center. He is making a lot of money, but so is Jeremy Grant. I'm going to offer it. They're going to say no. I have a Pelicans pick, and the Pelicans and the Bucks are really bad this year. I don't want to use that pick yet. Actually, this makes me not want to trade for Cat, because that pick is going to be valuable next year, and we might use Jeremy Grant to go get a different star on another team. So you know what? I'm gonna sit pat, because I feel like something big is about to happen in a couple minutes once we hit the, around that time of the year. So I'm excited about it now. So what do we need to do? I mean, our starting lineup can kind of look like this for the foreseeable future for this season. Backup point guard will probably be good. Brandon Ingram just sitting in free agency. Oh boy, he would fit so nicely over here in Washington, but instead of that. Okay, well, he looks good. Bilal looks like, hey, he should start over Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert off the bench is pretty good, but Bilal, I think he's starting to want that starting spot. I don't blame him. Brandon Ingram, did you go back? Tell me you didn't go back. He did it. Whoa, Brandon Ingram is somewhere. Where your guess is as good as mine. He's with the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies just snagged him. Oh wait, let me see what that team looked like. Because if they snagged him and they still got some of the players, I think they got the Grizzlies about to be. Yeah. All right. Look out for these boys. We ain't got to see them unless we see them in the finals. Thank God he's in a different conference because that team looks crazy. So I will start Bilal. I think it's that time for him where he needs to take the jump as the starter. He's only 21 still, so I don't think he's super old or nothing. But yeah, this team looks like the minutes are distributed well, and maybe we can win some games. If we are a near 500 team at the break, and we have Jeremy Grant's contract to move, and if he can have a good season where his value goes up a little bit more, I will 100% package him in some stuff if I need to with that pick that should be good and say, hey, whoever the best player on the worst team is, come to Washington. It don't even matter what your position is. We'll make it work around you. So Josh Giddey plays for the Atlanta Hawks, and they are awful. I'm trying to snag. Let's see what type of season he's having. He is averaging 19, 10, and 8. He would fit perfectly, I believe. His 3-point shot still ain't came around. Yeah, but that's fine. We're okay with that. Obviously, this is not going to be a lot, but guess what? What will be a lot? This pick. Hello? What the heck? We were so confident that pick was going to be valuable. Our pick is not valuable because we're a playoff team right now. Spoiler alert. I swore that. So it is a New Orleans worst swap with Milwaukee. Well, Milwaukee is still really, really bad. And then New Orleans, less bad. So it's a worse swap. So it's the 20. Oh my God, I should have traded last year. But there's no way I could have saw this. They were the worst team in the league last year, and they lost Brandon Ingram. And Zion is injured, and they still holding themselves afloat, man. That's so unfortunate. I thought that was going to be our save grace. Also, the Clippers have 4 wins halfway through the season. Man, I thought that we were going to be able to use that pick, and that was going to be something that was going to. That's fine. That's fine. I think we can still potentially get the deal done. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult now. We're going to still offer the same stuff, They're gonna say no. We do have Ramos, who has been, he's been really, really good. Okay, so not Ramos. We have RJ Hampton, who they would have no interest in. I don't even know why I thought about that. I will give them our own first round pick this year, completely unprotected. They want our next year's pick, and then that Dallas pick we got for this year as well. Dallas, they're in the playoffs, so that pick is not valuable. So four first round pick, 3 of them are guaranteed in the end of the first round. This one is not, but it's us. So I feel confident the next year will be good too. We'll do this deal. Buddy Hield comes to the team too to not do stuff. So yeah, this is where my head is at. Bilal moves over. Ooh, his overall drops quite a bit moving over. He's going to have to take that sacrifice. And I'm going to make Giddey the small forward backup point guard because his overall goes up as a small forward. That's where my head is at right now. Is this the right moves? I don't know. We need Bilal not to be really upset about having to play the 4 position. But we're a playoff team right now looking like this. Yeah, that makes Bilal worse than Trey Lyles. We're still going to have Bilal start. We trust our young guy. What type of season is he having right now? 11. Cool. He doesn't rebound good, but 11 points per game. We'll take that at the moment. Oh my God. Daniel Gafford lost his starting spot to our guy Ramos. I'm not mad at it, Ramos. Do your thing. That made me think that, hey, Gafford is kind of expendable. Are you last year of your deal? Because if you are, Daniel, he is. Oh yeah. Yep. Good to know. It's your time. Thank you for your, 4 years of service here? 5 years of service? I don't know. This is your 5th season, so thank you for that. You guys to get moved. And you know what? You probably get moved with Johnny Davis because he's okay, but we don't have the time or the money to give him the type of stuff that he might potentially want. So we packaged that. It's some cool stuff. The Rockets wouldn't be settling their 23-year-old, but I'm just saying overall wise, it's some cool stuff. But now that I know that that's possible, we might be able to pull off another, not a blockbuster. The Josh Giddey deal is crazy. Not another blockbuster. But we might be able to pull off something else. We just got to see who else is available to be traded for. Miles Turner, oh my God, he's making $2 million. Never mind. I was interested though, but I think he's going to regress. That's not a valuation we want. Anthony Davis is making $50 million. We don't have that. Usman, welcome back, man. Welcome back. First round pick from Milwaukee seems valuable. You have to accept the fact that you're coming off the bench. That's something I don't know if you're going to be able to mentally do. But welcome back, man. It feels cool to have you. You're a fan favorite. We ain't forgot about you around these parts. You know what I'm saying? We ain't forgot about you. Anyway, we should retain our spot as a playoff team. We're 10 games over 500 right now. We feel good. We feel really good. I got some good news, and I got some bad news. The good news is your Washington Wizards have an All-NBA player. That wasn't the good news. The good news is we made the playoffs. The bad news is Bilal was injured. He tore his meniscus. They're saying he'll be back in 6 to 8, so he'll be back to start the next season, but he's not there anymore. Good thing we did trade for Kyle Kuzma because now Kuz is back in the starting lineup. So it worked out, but still, that's probably going to hinder the progression of our former lottery pick. I think we're good enough to make some noise. Are we the 1? Oh, we're the 1 seed. I'm talking about making some noise. Man, we might be good enough to win it all. I had no idea we were being that good. Okay, so first round is Lonzo, Mikal Bridges, Pascal, and the Rookie of the Year, Brooke Bledsoe. I saw Brooklyn and saw Brooke and thought Lopez immediately, but also having another guy named Brooke in Brooklyn is kind of interesting. But Brooklyn Bledsoe. I wanted to trade for Mikal Bridges, but as you can see, they were too good for us to steal their pieces. All right, let's see how this goes. Game 1, we lose. That's comforting. Pascal, this team is good, man. I can't. Oh, Denny's on their team too. Hold on, the Denny Revenge series. Where's he at? Yeah, the Denny Revenge series. How much did y'all pay him to come to your team? You paid. I would have kept him if I knew that was the price. Stop playing. 1-1 series now. 2-1 series in their favor. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Jordan Poole has got so many knick-knack injuries. I can't even express. Y'all ain't been watching the sim. So many knick-knack injuries. There we go. We keep the fight alive. Now that we have this, I'm going to shorten the rotation quite a bit. And, yeah, count on Kuz real quick. Count on Kuz a little bit. Count on our All-NBA player. And, yeah, Jordan Poole, man, he's just – I be having to play through it. You know what I'm saying? He's playing through all these injuries. But the fact that he got a cut on his hand, and that's like something – how many games did you actually miss? See, he only missed 4. But you would have thought it was a lot more out of all of the times his name had popped up. and we lose to the 8 seed. That's fine. We ain't have Bilal Koulibaly, and that's our Giannis. Whatever. Again, we ended up being a 1 seed, but did it look like I had any ounce of hope for us winning the championship? No, that wasn't our year. Oh, Paul George ended up with the Pelicans. They get to the finals and then they lose. Okay, great. All right, this is a very, very big offseason for us. It's a huge, huge offseason because I think we have the makings of some stuff maybe. It's about putting it together. And Jordan Poole is a player we got to look at. You know, he's been very consistent in averaging his averages. I mean, this year he was as efficient from three as he ever has been. He's just more of a 2, so I might low-key switch Giddey to the 1 and him to the 2. He might look better in that role. And then how Cecil be the 3. We have a lot of 3, 4. Like, Kuzma's more of a 4, let's be real. We'll probably slide him over to the 4. The center position, having Ramos there is cool as a rook. But if we want to win the championship, we probably need somebody better than a 77 overall center who doesn't rebound the ball great. So that's where my mindset is at going into this all. Again, who knows what's going to happen? Because Poole as a piece is interesting. If I dump off Jordan Poole for a center, right, a really good center, we can have Giddey be the 1, put Sisu at the 2, put Kuzma at the 3 or Bilal at the 3, whatever. We got to see what Bilal turns into as far as his progression this year. But we need to find, if that is the case, we need to find a team that has a center that will be willing to take on the last year of Jordan Poole in order to help us get that center. I need to go back through the standings again and figure out who would potentially be selling right now, because it wasn't a lot last time I checked. These boys ended up winning 8 games on the year. 8. Did y'all win the lottery for that 8 games? You didn't even win the lottery. You didn't even have your own pick. You won 8 games and gave the pick to OKC. That's sad. I feel bad for the organization. They're really mad. That's the word I was going to say. They're really mad. We have 3 second rounders. We have a few first rounders in the future. And then again, we got Jordan Poole. I'm curious of what Trey Fine is going to say with Jordan Poole if I pair him with Buddy Hield's contract, I guess. Yeah, it's not a good trade market. We do see Karl Anthony Towns. The contract from Karl Anthony Towns was too crazy, so we're going to move on. Offseason trade finder, mid. I expected it to not be good, and it wasn't. I had to check. So we use our mid-level exception to get Rudy Gobert on the team. He's old. He's not very good. But I mean, he's an 80, which is better than what we got. But I still kind of have that feeling that we should be doing the Jordan Poole thing, bro. He regressed a little bit. Last year of his contract again. We have the means to move people up a slot if we can find that center. And I think I want to do that before the season even starts. No Joel Embiid. He is gone. He has dipped off to his next place, and I don't know what that next place is. He is a bull, and he's not on the no trade list. He's not untouchable. Now, he's not a 90 plus like he used to be, and he's 32 years old. But Joel Embiid is kind of what we're looking for. So I added him to the list. Even a guy like DeAndre Ayton is what we're looking for. He's still averaging 20 plus, and DeAndre Ayton, another guy we should look at. I just feel like it'll be easier to do it now because once we start simulating this stuff, people realize like, oh no, we better than we anticipated. And now this guy is untradeable. Oh, Nicholas Claxton. Last year of Claxton, I don't want last year of anybody because you never know. He walks a free agency, now you looking at yourself in the mirror like, why did I pull off that trade? Joel Embiid one is where we got to go. Problem is, all of the draft capital we got, not all of it, but a lot of the draft capital we got are like second round picks. Okay. No trade clause in this deal. But he did. Okay, he won't use his no trade. All right. So in this, I mean, the guy Ramos got 1 overall better. He's 2.5 star value. I mean, if we have Joel Embiid and a backup of Rudy Gobert, we don't need another center. Now, that's an old center core for sure. But if this guy's not going to turn into the guy we thought he might be and he's going to be stagnant, then I feel okay. That's like all of our young assets. We have a first-round pick from the Sixers, who the Sixers just lost Joel. So this core is not getting it done. This core is not. They have no centers, bro. That pick is valuable. And then we have a Bucks pick, and the Bucks still have Giannis, but we saw them the last couple of years. They're not very good. And then we have a pick from ourselves, and we're going to be bad. This is me telling to the other GM. There we go. Okay, so Joel, welcome to Washington, D.C. to team up with Cecil and Josh Giddey to form a big 3. But now we got to get everything fixed because Giddey's now our 1. Cecil is there, Bilal. And okay, so this is basically the way it needs to go. Josh Giddey's now a full-time point guard. Cecil and Bilal are the young guys in the group. Bilal being 22 and Cecil being 22 as well. Kuzma's back on the team, and he ain't safe. I can't lie. He ain't safe, but he's on the team as of right now. And the bench actually looks pretty solid. I don't really like Buddy Hield getting minutes, but he can still shoot at the age of 33, so I guess that's fine. We still do have Cole Anthony to come off the bench and score buckets, and Corey Kispert has been consistently really good for us off the bench. So, and then Rudy Gobert, who can still give us a block a game and occasionally shoot three-pointers for whatever reason that's in his game now. So, champion. I hope first game under the new regime, the new team, is a 20-ish point win. Larry Market is back with the Cavs, so that's fun. And can this be Cecil's breakout year, man? I know it's only year 3, and I'm asking a lot for a 22-year-old. But yeah, Cecil, yeah, let me get one more game like that. This is your year. It's not your team. I think that's Josh Giddey. He was All-NBA last year. But I'm expecting you to be number 2, even with Joel Embiid on the roster. And man, first 2 games, Joel ain't looking great, but whatever. I'm gonna try it. I know it's not pretty. Kuzma's been actually pretty good. Ooh, wait, Kuzma's been really good. Hold on, you can argue he's been better. I know his PPG's down compared to Pascal, but you can argue he's been better than Pascal. I'm gonna still attempt this trade. They're gonna say no. They just want a 2nd-round pick. Rudy Gobert, I want to get you your championship, my boy, but we gotta do. Pascal Siakam, welcome to the team. No, we will have Bilal go back. Oh my God, Bilal at the 3 is an 85 with the morale boost. So now it's Giddey, Sisu, Bilal, Pascal, and Embiid off the bench. Now our bench has taken a hit with that trade. Trading away Rudy, trading away Buddy Hield. That's a hit for sure. But we still got Corey. And for the bench unit, Corey is going to hold it down. You see his numbers. Trey Lyles, him as well. Mo Bamba, who we signed in free agency. Now you're going to play real minutes, Mo. And then we got Leonard Miller in that trade. And he's been good so far. He done got a lot of stats. But, he's been okay in those limited minutes. And then, yeah, it's not pretty. Cole Anthony will be back to get that backup point guard position eventually. Hopefully, in 4 to 6, which is a good time from now. But he'll be back for the playoffs. So this is a championship roster for sure, especially when Cole Anthony comes back. I think we got pretty much everything we really need. And we have to win because Pascal's a free agent. Ha! Go get that ring. Oh, my God. The MVP of the league is in Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to get out that 2nd round and get that championship. Wow, 22-9-9, 42% three-point shooter. That's what it was. He got his three-point shot on the way. I don't know how. We're blessed. We're blessed. We got Josh Giddey, and he's doing great stuff. All-NBA first team, obviously. You don't win that award without getting All-NBA first team. And that's Washington, baby. Are we the 1 seed again? Yes, we are. This time around, we got to go against the Toronto Raptors. So a little homecoming for Pascal Siakam starting his career there. They are not very good, so that makes me feel good. Patrick Williams is technically their star player. So that makes me feel really, really good. Let's see how this goes. I don't even want to go game by game. Okay, Joel Embiid is injured. It's the playoffs, so I don't know why I'm surprised about that. There we go. We get to the 2nd round. He's playing with a pinched nerve. Giddey Osman, we don't care about that part. We sweep them. Next, we got Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and Jalen Green. How did they have the money to put this together? I don't know. Haha. We look better still. We look better. Yeah. Bilal's going to clamp up Jimmy. Yeah, we look better. Joel Embiid has regressed. Oh, no, he didn't regress. He's injured. Duh, stupid. He's not regressing. Okay. Game 1 is a Washington Wizards win in pretty convincing fashion. Game 2 is also a Wizards win. The Jimmy Butler experience is not going well. He's not taking over like we know he could. They're down 3-0, baby. Jimmy, where are you? No, he's out. He's 37. Never mind. Let me stop messing with Jimmy Butler. He's 37 years old. Leave that old man alone. We get to the conference finals for the first time since 79, baby. We did it. No, we got 2 more series to go. This team lost Donovan Mitchell, but they got Larry Marketing back. They got 3 7-footers again. Nickeil Alexander-Walker got his hands full, though, because he's guarding Mr. Cecil, and he's like that. Cecil's like that. All right, let's see how this goes. We are undefeated in the playoffs so far. We're trying to keep that streak alive. We win game 1 by 20+. Joel Embiid, thank you. He's playing through that injury. I want y'all to remember that. Oh, he's done with the injury. Okay, great. Obama's done with his injury, too. I didn't know he was injured. This game 2, okay, maybe we just so much better than everybody. We had an 8-game difference in the regular season. Did we sweep the Eastern Conference? No. DG to PG. Evan Mobley had a crazy game. He also shot 9 threes for whatever reason, but missed most of them. And we get to the finals, the first finals appearance in a very, very long time. And Joel Embiid will be fully healthy. Scoot Henderson averaged 31 in the conference finals. Josh Giddey, the league MVP. Wins the other conference. It's Sharp. It's Scoot. That's it, though. Champions. Washington, baby. We're champions. I'm calling it now, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. It's 1C versus 1C. We win game 1 by 20 plus. Joel Embiid with a huge game. You know what I want to do to just ensure that everything goes smoothly? Mo Bamba, I'm probably taking these minutes away. Leonard Miller was a really good addition to that trade, bro. I didn't know he was performing like that. All right, so now we're showing the rotation a little bit more. And Corey Kispert's back from his injury. It did immediately drop 10 3-pointers in the NBA Finals. Okay. What's the record for most 3-pointers in a single NBA Finals game? I don't know. Maybe that just said it. We're up 3-1. Giddey with a 30-point triple-double. Corey Kispert. Man, I'm so happy I ain't trade that man away. Joel Embiid pulled his hamstring or pulled his calf. And we have to win this last game without him. Okay. All right. This is what I want to do. I'm going to put Bilal in. We will start Corey, but we're going to put Pascal at the 5. And, yeah, this lineup is still pretty good. So we should be able to do it still without Joel? We do. Who needs Joel Embiid? We got Josh Giddey on the team. In that game 7, we see Bilal Coulibaly. Come on, stop sleeping on the young man. 22-9. And Pascal held it down with the rebounding and stuff. Same thing with, Giddey's going to get him about 10 in the game. And just like that, we turn the Washington Wizards into NBA champs. If you enjoyed this, always be sure to leave it a like. It helps the channel out a ton. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And we will be back. We will be back tomorrow. I'll see you then.